Where's the comb? Okay, we got the comb. We got a little situation happening here, but I think we're good. Are we good? We don't have to be. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Bloom Into Your Best Self. I am Narissa Harris, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist out here in the Bay Area, in California to be exact. I am also a writer, I'm a podcaster, I'm an educator. Honey, I'm a lot of things. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, but I'm also the founder and owner of Bloom Into Your Best Self, which is my business where I'm on a mission to do just that, to help you bloom into your best self, regardless of how you access my services, be it through this channel, be it through my podcast, my newsletters, my therapy services. I just want you to bloom into your best self, and that is the whole mission of my business, okay? So without further ado, today we are talking about it's not the end of the world, okay? And I came up with that topic when I was giving myself a pep talk a couple of weeks ago, because things just was not going the way I needed them to go. And then I also had to give myself the same pep talk the other day. So I kind of was like, why don't I just come on here and make a video and just talk to you all and encourage you all and just name the fact that it's not the end of the world. Now, if you know me, if you read my newsletters, which you should be reading, you can subscribe to them within the description. They are free and they are full of life and encouragement. But if you know me from my newsletters or anything else, you know I love to tell a story, right? So I'm gonna just tell just a quick little story, just so we can kind of put this all into context in regards to why things are not the end of the world, and hopefully to encourage you all as I pep talk continuously, should I say, myself, right? So if you saw my last video, you saw that I released my very first visual podcast episode, and I was so excited about it. It turned out really well and really cute, and I was like, okay girl, you're doing a good thing. And then I listened back to the actual audio for the podcast, because I do have just the plain old audio podcast situation happening. And the audio was not good, in my opinion. I mean, you could hear me, but you would need to really turn up the volume to hear what I was saying. But the information was just really good. And I did not want to go back and try to re-record all of that and then try to re-record simultaneously here on the YouTube channel. And so I had to keep telling myself, girl, it's not the end of the world. Like, you have podcast followers that have remained your followers even when you just go on a hiatus and you disappear. People still want to kind of like hear what you have to say. And this is the first time that my audio has been like kind of trash. Just saying, I'm just keeping it real, right? So this is the first time that has happened. So I told myself, just put a little disclaimer out at the beginning of the podcast episode and just let people know that and just keep it real. And my podcast is all about not editing out life and not trying to make it sound all perfect and it be 100% quiet and all that stuff, because y'all know I got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. So I told myself it wasn't the end of the world. I still posted the audio version of the podcast. And then, you know, as y'all saw in the last video, I uploaded the video visuals of the podcast. Well, fast forward to about a week ago, I was feeling a little down because it took a lot of work to edit that video for the visual podcast and like put all the little graphics and stuff in there. Listen, it might not be a lot to y'all, but to me, I was like, this is a whole lot of work for one episode with 2 kids and a business I'm trying to run on top of family life and everything else. And so I was telling myself, maybe I shouldn't do it. And then I was like, you know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But then again, I was like, it's not the end of the world if you just upload and kind of just put the audio and a cute little visual on here for the podcast purposes. And then maybe every couple of episodes or so, then I will come on here and do another visual with me talking and looking at my notes, but just kind of figuring that out, right? And so I told myself it's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. We're going to still continue to have YouTube be an additional platform of your podcast. And that's what we're doing. That because it's not the end of the world. And so I say all that, I tell that story to just encourage you guys to remember whatever you are pursuing, whatever you are going after, whatever kind of like is on your heart but might not be working out the exact way you want it to work out, girl, bruh, listen, it's not the end of the world. Continue to do it, continue to pursue it, continue to put it out there the way you see fit. And if it's not 100% perfect, that's okay. Because what is 100% perfect? I don't really know anything that's 100% perfect except Jesus himself, okay? That's a video for another day. But it really is just to encourage you all to remember, just think it through and really think about, is it the end of the world? Ask yourself, do you have any proof that this is gonna really result in you feeling like this is the end of the world, this is horrible, this is awful? Most likely the answer is no, you don't have proof. And if you don't have proof, then I would suggest you stop beating yourself up about it, you stop perseverating over it, you stop thinking about it constantly and working yourself into a frenzy, because at the end of the day, it is not the end of the world if things don't necessarily turn out perfect and great and how you want them to be. As long as you're moving towards your goals, working towards your goals, and pushing on, it'll be fine. And that's something that you just have to really remember. So that's all I want to come on here and tell y'all. Listen, I don't have time to be on here long because, like I told y'all, I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I get on here when I can, and I push through as I can, and when I can post, I can post, and when I can't, it's not the end of the world, okay? So before I go, let me just update you YouTubers. So what will happen with the visual version of the podcast is that I'm probably gonna put like a little graphic up, and then y'all can listen to my audio of the podcast here on YouTube. And then maybe every 5 episodes or so, since last time was the 90th episode, I will do an actual recording with some of the little extra graphics and where you guys can see me like looking at my notes and talking to the camera and just sharing my thoughts. I will do that maybe, okay, a strong maybe, every 5 episodes or so, because I think that'd be kind of cute. The 90th episode is visual, the 95th episode is visual, and listen, we coming up on that 100th episode, which will be also visual, if I can do it, because mom life ain't no joke, life ain't no joke, and I'm gonna do the best that I can. So that is what I have planned for you guys. Until the next time I decide to come on here, I really hope that you will do something that'll help you bloom into your best self.